Okay, so I want to show you how to feed your starters. So this is a glass jar that I have. I poured my starter in there that is flat and literally looks really runny. See how runny? It needs to be fed. So I put it on there. 263 grams is what it measures. So now I'm gonna get warm water and zero it out and do 263 grams of water, because I'm doing 1 to 1 to 1, and that's a little bit over, but it's okay. It's okay. What you don't want to skimp on is the flour, because that's what it eats. If you want to be super exact, you can take it out, but it's okay. It's only a little bit over it. So once that's done, then take it off your scale and stir it up really good to mix the two together. When you're actually making bread, sometimes it's really hard to get out because it's more fluffy and dough-like, but when it's runny like this, it like turns into milk. There's no dough kind of mixture in it. It's literally all mixed together. So put it back on the scale, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and do the same amount of flour as I did water. Even though it was 263 of starter, I'm gonna do 66 of the flour. So you want to get unbleached high protein flour to use. I like Ballerina Farms. BallerinaFarms.com. She's got a really good bread flour. So 260, that's 59. And again, if you go over, it's okay. Honestly, it's okay if you go over just a little bit. But let me show you how easy it is to take out your flour. So 266, there we go. Okay, and once that is out and measured, then you take your little spurtle and you're going to stir it all up, getting the sides all put together. It's going to be the consistency of a really thick pancake batter. So stir it up really good, making sure to mix everything together. Okay, and it will be really thick like this. I would advise you, if you're new to sourdough, to measure out in your grams. Don't just measure like how I do with cooking, a little of this and a little of that to get to this consistency. I would get used to just measuring. So then take and scrape it all off of the spurtle. And what I like to do is grab a little silicone spatula and take everything off the sides. You want to move it all down to be even, because this way you're going to be able to mark it where it started, lightly put a lid on top and let it rise. It'll probably take, depending on the temperature of your home, I keep my home at 71. The warmer the home is, the faster the starter will rise and be ready to make bread. So mine takes about 4 hours. If it's a little chillier, it takes 6. So try to get that as clean as you can, get the sides clean as you can. And then what you're gonna do is you're going to put a lid on. Just lightly put a lid on. I got these jars on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description below. But I just mark it right there, okay? And then I know that once it rises, it's probably gonna be to here. So I'll put a little mark there for myself too, just for reference. When it's hit this area and it kind of has a slight dome to the top, it's perfect at its peak and it's ready to make bread. If you can't make bread when that's hit at that point, and then you start to see it going down because it's eaten through all of the flour that's in there. If you start to see it going down and it even gets to about middle here, it's still okay to make bread with. But if it goes all the way back down to where you started, you need to feed it again and start the whole process over, okay? I'm not making bread with this today. I always feed it before I put it in the fridge so that it stays strong. The fridge is gonna rise a little bit in the fridge, but probably only to here is what it's gonna get. It's not gonna get any fuller. So I will put it in the fridge until I'm ready to use it. And when I am ready to use it, I don't take the whole thing out and let it get to room temperature. I literally, when it's cold, measure out 100 grams into another jar and then put this back in the fridge, whatever's left. It's kind of like you're only going to take out a little bit of your leftovers of the fridge, heat up what you want, and then put the rest back. That's what I do. So yeah, always feed it before you put it in the fridge, and then always feed it when you take it out of the fridge. But it needs to get to room temperature before you feed it, because the starter being cold is going to, it's going to slow the whole process down. So you really want room temperature to do all of what I just showed you how to do. So I hope this makes sense. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments, and stay tuned for more videos on sourdough.